So dozen of prosecutors brutally violated the law, multiple laws, in cases of monstrous murders of 3 members of my family, which includes also poisoning of 3 kids. So on my channel, on my YouTube channel, can be seen how many of them, which I know there are probably more than 50% that I don't know, because they don't want to give me not just cases. I haven't received a single case to this very day. So 7 actually almost 7 years since I officially started filing crime reports. So if I just type prosecutor or prosecution, it can be seen how many videos are there. So they were brutally breaking the law in every possible way, and this goes up to highest instances of prosecution. I will just give one example, the most extreme example. So Belgrade prosecution of appeals, this is one of the highest instances of prosecution. Recommendation ignored by chief prosecutor Dragan Lopuchna, which is below this prosecution, and also prosecution organized crime. So this is one of the most important prosecution offices in the state, in Serbia. I mean in every country, in every federation. So they brutally violate multiple laws, and they still don't want to give me. So this guy is DA, I think, maybe still, at least he was when I created this video, chief prosecutor of prosecution for organized crime. So I managed to find out that they have at least 3 cases there. I still don't know who acted, who was I mean, I have some information on one of prosecutors, but I'm not sure if he acted in those cases. So there are at least 3 cases in that prosecution office. To this very day, they didn't answer. I think I started contacting them in December 2020. So today is 7th of December 2023. They still haven't responded with a single mail, and they of course don't want to give me a single case, and this goes for all the other prosecution offices, and of course courts as well, and police as well. So brutal breaking of the law. And when you have a lot of co-conspirators, people who are involved, then you have something that is not defined, at least now that I know, something that is not defined in crime law of Serbia, and that is conspiracy. So conspiracy was the first charge in trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know if, I think that she's convicted. She's convicted for almost no charges except one, I think. So that was the first count. It was first on the list of all charges. So Ghislaine Maxwell, I think that she was actually in charge of Jeffrey Epstein operation. Some of the people who are witnesses, who are victims of Jeffrey Epstein, also claim that, such as Maria Farmer. You can watch this video to and of course all the interview with Maria Farmer, the most credible and the most important victim of Jeffrey Epstein, so she's the only one who reported that to FBI in 1996. So they waited for a decade to respond and refused to give her witness protection. So I'm now moving a bit from the subject. So these prosecution offices that refused to brutally broke the law, violated the law, they think that they can get away with this. They cannot be charged with anything. They cannot go in. They cannot go to jail, and this is the reason why I'm creating this video. So I'm showing something that happened in 2004 after Serbian quoted Prime Minister Zoran Đinđić was murdered. I will create video on him where a guy who was his friend claimed that he was male slut, a prostitute in Germany, so he became prime minister illegally. With this info, he could not pass security clearance. No way he could pass. So I'm showing here a part of insider production video on related to murder of Zoran Đinđić. Name of this is manuscript. Name of this series, because this is third part, is manuscripts don't burn, and this is part where it is presented how one of at that time deputy prosecutors, now with the new law on prosecution, there are only prosecutors and 3 prosecutors, and at that time there were deputy prosecutors and 1 prosecutor. So that one who was named prosecutor was actually 3 prosecutor. So at that time this guy, Milan Sarajlic, I think, I will know this when I play the video right in a minute. So he was deputy prosecutor of highest instance prosecution, Republic prosecution, and he was arrested and later convicted, which I'm about to show as well. Later convicted, I think he got 3 years in prison. I don't know if this he got from prison earlier. So somebody mentioned something like 50, so 50, not 15, but 50,000 euros. That was amount that he was bribed with by mafia, and he was arrested within investigation of murder of Zoran Đinđić. So I'm now going to play this, and afterwards I will show these and translate them on fly, 2 of the articles related to his arrest and conviction. So I'm going to play this now.
Prema navodima jedan od takvih primjera je zamjenik republičkog javnog tužioca Milan Sarajlic, koji je, kako se ispostavilo, sarađivao sa sulčinskim klanom.
So it can be seen here when they are putting handcuffs on his wrists. When I say they, I mean police officers.
Milanu Sarajliću se stavlja na teret da je primao određene poklone u vrednosti od 150.000 €.
On je prilikom saslušanja priznao da je vršio pritisak.
Well, actually, this guy just said that it's 150,000 euros bribe amount, so amount which with which he was bribed.
Pravosuđu za puštanje na slobodu Dejana Milenkovića Bagzija, kao i da je u zadatak dobio da obaveštava zemunski klan o detaljima u vezi sa postavljanjem specijalnog tužioca.
Ne postoji.
So I don't need this anymore. So he admitted when he was questioned that he was pressuring lower instance, because the Republic Prosecution Office is the highest instance. He admitted it. He was pressuring lower instances of prosecution to go easy on mafia, to cover up cases, and he also admitted that he gave important information to that mafia clan. So this is the first article that I'm going to show, and it's about that it was published during the time when he was arrested. So 27th of March 2003, and Zoran Djindjic was murdered on 12th on March 2003. So so let's see, 12, yeah, that's the guy, and this is the date. Where is it? Assassinated 12th of March 2003. So this is like 2 weeks after that, around 2 weeks after that. So he was arrested right after he was he became deputy prosecutor. He was the first deputy prosecutor of Republic State Prosecution Office, or prosecutor. And it says here that police broke into his office. He was puzzled, and they put handcuffs on his arms and put him into jail. So they put him into jail right away. So it was the first time in the last decade that one prosecutor at any level, especially high state officer, that it was the first time that something like that happened. And it says here high state officer, but it should stay highest. This is the highest instance of prosecution. Yeah, so okay, so next day, Serbian government came with official information that of investigation that Sarajlic admitted he was connected with clan of Zemun, so mafia. Zemun is a city in Serbia, right next to Belgrade, and he was their co-conspirator, and so on and so on. I'm not going to translate everything. I'm just going to show this this whole article. So here is the address. It's there, it's still alive, and it will be alive because current politicians are really obsessed with Zoran Djindjic. So I will create a separate video on him, who he really was. So this is a second article which came out after this guy was convicted. So he got 3 years in prison. Okay, so this was in 2006, and so he was actually chief prosecutor of I need to translate this. This is the special prosecution. Before he became deputy prosecutor of Republic Prosecution Office, he was, at least according to this, chief prosecutor in Belgrade prosecution office. I don't know how to translate this. Yeah, district. Oh, come on. So district attorney, chief district attorney in Belgrade, probably some part of Belgrade. I don't know. And he was also convicted in district court. I don't know if these district courts, I think that they don't exist anymore in Serbia. It was abuse of power. And so on and so on. And this is a description of what happened, how he was arrested. So I'm not going to of course I don't know what happened. I haven't checked out what happened, because he had right to file a complaint. He did. His lawyers announced that they will file a complaint on this. I don't know how many years he got in the end, and how many years he served. And in comments can be seen that people were outraged by this conviction, because it was nothing. I mean, 150,000 euros. So this guy said, I think that this guy who said that in video that I just played, I think that he's from prosecution or police. So that was official, obviously. So people were outraged that for that amount of money he got only 3 years in prison. Of course, initially I don't know what happened. I haven't checked out what happened in the end, how he ended up, how many years he served in the end. So people were outraged that he got such a light sentence. And that would be all regarding prosecution. All prosecutors who are involved in case of cover-up of monstrous murders of my family. This also goes for police officers, and for this video is also for police officers and for judges, because they are not really at the same level. Of course, judges are above prosecutors until they break the law. So this is for all of them. If they think that they can get away with this, I think they should think again, rethink about everything, and I created this video to help them in that process.